When we so often infuse ourselves into the word that it becomes diluted. Again, I say to you, we're not 3 chapters old and we're getting ready to do wrong. And we justify our wrong. The serpent didn't need to be introduced to us because, and most Christians are not ready for this. The serpent did not need to be introduced to us because the serpent has always been a part of us. You have an option every morning. You can look in the mirror and see that you have been made in His image, but then there's a mirror right behind you. If you turn and look at that one, you will see flesh. You will see sin. You will see wrong. You will see you. So therefore, the serpent didn't need to be introduced to him. He's been with us all of our lives. It's just that we have to decide which way are we going to look. Are we going to look back at our past, or are we going to look at what God has promised for our lives? Don't get to the place where God is looking for you. Don't ever get to the place where God is searching for you. Certainly don't be in the place where where you are hiding from Him. And we say it all the time. Well, I've been running from the Lord for 5 years. I finally answered my call. What you running from? His will shall be done. You might as well give up and give in. But is He looking for you? That's my concern. Is He looking for you? Because if He's looking for you, He says He knew no sin. The word says He knew no sin. So if you're in the midst of sin, no matter how big or how small, He can't find you. So that's why He says, Rhonda, where are you? See, He's got a work for you to do, but He can't find you because because we are the ones that put a hierarchy or a priority on what sin is good sin. So what did He do? Well, He just lied. Oh, well, He didn't hit nobody? Now, if He hit somebody, I can understand you being so angry, but God, I didn't hit nobody. I was about to, but you know I'm saved now. I'm saved. So yes, I cussed her out, but that's all. Let's celebrate that. We can dance over that one. That's woo. And we bring that to church. We will bring that to church. You know, my supervisor said something to me, and you know, if it was the old me, I'd have busted him right in the mouth. But since it's the new me, all I did, I grinned over him, but I didn't hit him. And you celebrating it. And God says, Brutus, where are you? And you at church, man, you can't play the drum. You kicking and screaming because you didn't hit somebody. And then even if we get past that stage where we don't hit nobody and we don't celebrate, but we sure shall blame somebody else. That's what happens. Somebody in the group got to say no. It's pathetic, the consequences for every time you do something wrong. You think you got away with that one time you smoked that cigarette. You think you got away. But there's going to be a time that you're going to have to answer to that. You think you got away with that time, that little white lie. You think you got away with it. But there's going to be a time you're going to have to answer to that. But until then, Tyrone, where are you? He seeks those that worship Him. He looks for those that have sinned against Him. David said it himself. Against thee and thee alone I have sinned. Now we, as husbands, as wives, as friends and co-workers, we will swear up and down, you sinned against me. Yeah, I just made you mad. I sinned against Christ. And just picture him just for a moment. Picture him just for a moment, just sitting in the corner, just crying. Matter of fact, reverse that. Let's not go to the corner. Picture him on the cross crying. All because of that little. Oh, ain't grace and mercy just so good? Yes. We don't realize this, how blessed we are, and tell somebody to 2 Samuel 12 and 13. 2 Samuel 12 and 13. Let's see what we're supposed to do. Here we find David has been found out. So because you ate of the fruit, because they ate of the fruit, God said you shall surely die. He didn't say how fast. He just said it's going to happen. You don't know the hour, time, or day, but it's going to happen. But we find ourselves back with somebody who has the heart of God. David said, has been found out that he done did wrong. And before the police come to David's house, he raised his hand and say, I did it. I did it. God, I did it. Against thee and thee alone I have sinned. I did it. And there's consequences. There are consequences. Grace and mercy, judgment is yours. Grace and mercy free, judgment yours. No matter what you do, you can't make it up. You can't do something extra today to make up for the sin from yesterday. That don't work like that. You're going to pay for it. But first you have to say, I did it. In biblical terms, it's called repentance. And today you just say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry and I won't do it again. That's good. I forgive you. But there's consequences. What was David's consequence? For that sin. Come on, somebody got to be in it. Well, huh? The baby had to die. There's consequences. But you have to think of those consequences before the action. Think. Before the little white lie, think. What would God have me do at this particular moment? Because He's the one that set you right there in that situation. He put you there because He trusted you to make the right decision. And He's sitting there on high bragging on you and what you're going to do. Before you even make a move, He said, watch, you make it, watch. I'm going to tell you, y'all, look, see what you make it going to do. You make it going to do this. He going to do right by me. The question is, at the end of the story, is He back on the cross for you crying? Or is He celebrating? The God we serve needs to be recognized. We need to search after Him. It don't work the way it works in the movie, people. Wouldn't it be something, Tim, if you called, if God went out to T-Mobile and got himself a cell phone. He gave you the number. Everybody get the number. Everybody get God's number. And then everybody got called, and he got call ID. So Rhonda, when you call, he knows that you called. My sheep know my voice, and I know they cry. Wouldn't it be something if he picks up the phone and, hey, God, how you doing? Who is this? This is Anthony. Anthony who? You remember me, Anthony? I was at church. Anthony who? See, many are called. Many will call. Many will call. Chosen. Don't mess around and get the answer machine. God is so powerful and so loving and so graceful and so merciful that we have become so spoiled